Welcome back to Suladan Plays Driftmoon Enchanted Edition. Last time I guess... Oh yeah, we came from that area to this area. So yeah, Mr. Crabham's got us over here. So that's good. Feather. Got a feather. Got a feather. Got a feather. Got a feather. I got arrows. Aha! So very interesting. Will you stop pushing that around, you goober? Is this the alchemy shop? Mayor Biscuit. A torch! Gonna take that. Look at that. That's Hogpuff's biggest book of monsters on the table. We should take it. If you find this book, please, please, please return it to Mayor Biscuit at City Hall. I'll reward you with 2 gold pieces if you do. Also, don't read any further. The password is Mr. Scrub. We'll read further. Well, that's not fair. Oh my dear goodness, there's so many things in this room. A dagger. Mayor's order. Yeah, we've already read that one in the other area. Although I've heard about your terrible luck. It is clear to me that the gardening tool of doom, or whatever it's called, is very dangerous. I'm ordering you to lock it up in your shed until further notice. I will be coming to take the key away tomorrow. Yours, Mayor Biscuit. Oh, the pirate's armor. Where are you going? Oh, gargoyle is blocking my way. Ah, on the shelf is perched the cutest, smallest gargoyle you've ever seen. The gargoyle seems to be frying a small sausage on his candle. It speaks with a high squeaking sound. What's the password? I can't do high squeaking. Mr. Scrub. Rah! Oh, that is the correct one. Go ahead. Yay! Shed key. Armor. Biggest book. That is a big book indeed. Hogpuff's biggest book of monsters. Not to be read at night and definitely not for children. I have listed here some of the creatures I faced during my travels, then a few I plan to meet one day. I suggest you study these notes with care, for who knows what perils of life may await you in the dark. The goo. The goo is favorite companion of many travelers, as it can find its own food and never demands pay. Firefly. From time to time, people try to lure secluded fireflies to make lamps. But these gentle insects are extremely shy and rarely come out of their hiding places, making them difficult to find. Fly. Not to be confused with the firefly, hunted near I cannot speak today. Hunted to near extinction after the invention of the chocolate flytrap, the few flies that remain are determined to exact revenge on mankind. The Gorn. These subterranean man-like beasts appeared after the great earthquake of Eon filled their tunnels with water. Every attempt to integrate the Gorn into human society has resulted in failure. Gorns are renowned for their never-ending passion for gold, or to put it another way, they're quite the greedy little rascals. Blitch. These large lizards are known for the powerful death grip of their fangs. They're remarkably durable, almost stone-like skin, and their ferocious temper. Fortunately, I was wearing my full body armor when I managed to capture a particularly large and hungry specimen. Suffice to say, the armor is no longer my best one. Morning and night wolves. Strange creatures that outwardly resemble the Dagoo, but hunt in packs and live in caves. Very territorial. The pup is called the morning wolf, and the mother is the night wolf. The father is a night wolf too, I presume. Ooze. The ooze is a slow, gelatinous monster that sprays poison acid on its victims. When hit, the larger of its species will split into multiple smaller oozes. When the smaller ones die, they produce a very useful substance known as ooze slime. This slime is the main ingredient in reverse ooze powder, a powerful substance which allows its user to quickly escape danger and difficult situations. He slipped on the first set of stairs but recovered his balance. Then he slipped on the second set of stairs and slid the remaining 3 floors down without pause. When he reached the first floor, the king stood up, wiped the slime off his cloak, and outlawed all multi-story buildings in the kingdom. Turns out the whole thing was a plot to assassinate the king with an ooze. Panther. The few panthers that have been sighted on this side of the ice have brought tales of a large, proud kingdom of felines. This is typical panther propaganda and should not be taken seriously. Puffer. How many of these are there? This large plant produces poison fumes. A good marksman can deal with it from a safe distance. Then Professor Dore said, why does the puffer plant kill people and animals? What does it gain? So he went to the jungles to find out. Turns out the plant kills anything that comes near it and uses the dead bodies as fertilizer. It needs fertilizing to produce large amounts of poison fumes. We never did find the remains of the nearly 20 assistants that have been helping the professor collect this data. Oh my dear goodness. Okay, so here's the point in the book where you may just want to pause and read yourself. Ticking barrels. Ticker. This mechanical monster is a self-guided barrel of gunpowder. It's best to avoid it completely or to blow it up from afar. For many miles, the ticking barrels followed me, bumping into trees and rocks. I approached one of them, and to my surprise, it spoke in its crude language and asked me to come closer. But as soon as I went to shake its hand, it exploded in my face. I still have the scars to prove it. At this point, Hogpuff leans towards me and demonstrates a pair of old scars running across his left cheek. What puzzles me is why the man looks so pleased with the remnants of his accident. The Bogeyman. Creature of nightmares and childhood legends. Yeah, obviously doesn't exist, but there's a popular nursery rhyme about him. Boogeyman, boogeyman, stay away in the dark of night and the light of day. He was once a jester, but now he's a beast, so watch out, children. He's ready to feast. Apparently there's an actual historical record located in the monastery library which counts a tale of some jester kelp who became a monster by the hand of his king. If this is the same person, the boogeyman could be very real after all. Oh well, that's the book. So yeah, we have a key and a shed, and I found a dagger, I think. Small leather gloves. Oh, the pirate's armors. For years, Bo the pirate maintained that his leather armor was made from the hardened skin of Rakan warriors. When the Rakan heard this, Bo the pirate was soon history. Yeah, I don't imagine they took too kindly to that. Didn't I find a dagger? Oh, I've got two. Okay, it's the same dagger I already had, and it stacks in my inventory. I like that. Aha! I see you hiding under there. Clever, clever. I like that. I really like that he, with the game dev, integrated, like, the moving items and physics. What are those? Hot carrots. Are we sure those aren't just peppers? When I was a kid, I always thought Granny could do magic, but that didn't save her from being turned to stone. Dear Mrs. New Moon, I know nothing will bring Hannah back. I'm saddened beyond words. It's what happened to her. I know you want to see the thing destroyed, but we can only lock it up and wait for it to get weaker. I've enclosed the two butterflies. Please keep them safe until we're ready to open the chamber. Winston the Alchemist. Cabinet. Cabinet. Butterfly. And a coin. And a feather. Hello, feather. How dare you try to hide from me. More coins. I need to get in a better habit of dragging things around. More carrots. Yes, yes, I know, but there are things to scavenge. Strange, help a child that insists on following me everywhere. Is that a dead fish? Is that a dead fish? That is a dead fish. Okay. Random dead red fish. Or is it a red? Oh, that's not normal. Please keep quiet. I almost woke up. Imagination is a terrible thing to waste. Carrot and stick approach won't work on ice rabbits. They can eat the stick. Evil berry juice fountain. If you eat it all, you can have a potato for dessert. Old strawberry juice fountain still can run. Robert and I always liked the milk fountain better. Wait. Strawberry juice, evil berry juice. I'm a little confused. Is that an edit that just didn't get fixed? An arrow will not hurt an ooze. Okay, well that's a random... Why are there coins? What? Should I be concerned by the trail of money? No, we're just gonna follow it to wherever it leads. I don't know why it keeps telling me about combat strategy. Oh, because there's a medium ooze hiding over here. Focus blue. And other tiny oozes. Well, now they dead. Northrop Mining. Ooh, green salt deposits. Yes, I want green salt. What do I need green salt for? I don't, actually. Wait, I can use a shield, a dagger, and a torch? I like this. I never dare come inside this mine as a kid. I can't remember why, though. Wait, what? I'm confused. I just clicked a dot on the ground and it says armor +1. Wait, aren't y'all flammable? Can you stop being oozes? Ooh, slime. No, let me have the slime. Basket. Basket. Anything else in here? Stuff over there. Lots of green salt. Well, if I ever need green salt... Ooh, mushrooms. And a torch. And a barrel. Enough stuff to make torches with, I guess. Feather. Looks like the tunnel ends here. It wasn't so scary after all. A strange sound, like the jingle of tiny bells. As you turn, you can finally see the outline of a hideous monster approaching you from the darkness. Instead of glowing footprints reveal the path he has walked. Half-remembered images from your childhood start surfacing as soon as you see the creature's red nose and makeup and his strange oversized boots. The monster just stares at you intently. Hello, who are you? Don't you remember me? His deep, throaty voice is very familiar, and you can't quite recall where you've heard it. Don't you remember? I am the one hiding under your bed. I am the one your mother warned you about when you didn't eat your dinner. You should have listened to your mother. She knew what she was talking about. Ah, there we go. Because we read the thing, I'm guessing we're supposed to click this. Mother used to tell me you were a jester. Enough with this nonsense, you fool. I'm hungry. I don't want to spend the day chit-chatting with my dinner. Let's see. Supposed to meet my brother. Or... I couldn't care less for berries and such princess food, but I do have a taste for rare delicacies today. If you find me the tale of a great grope blutch, I'll let you live for now. He pauses and narrows his eyes. But make sure you hold on to our agreement and bring me the tale like you promised. Only an imbecile would try to break a deal with the Bogeyman. I've seen one of those lizards. Have you any idea where I could find one? Yada, yada, yada. I've seen one of those lizards at the stables of the old farmer. Plotho, was it? What are you waiting for? Dinner time? Run to the forest now. Run. Sure. Fine, and no delays. Find me that lizard tail or join me for lunch yourself. Yeah, whatever. Not as... I don't know. Did he just say boo? Boo to you, sir. Boo to you. I boo on you. We're almost at the exit of the cave. I may as well save the torch. Antidote. See, it was kind of a spot like that I clicked, and it gave me +1 armor. I'm confused by that. Wait, it grows back? You're telling me time passes? I think I found some tickers. Yes, let's punch the archery target. That's how that works. Ooh. All the items. turned on a stove. Okay, I was seeing if there's anything I could click and drag around with aside from that one. Oh, hi, what are you? Oh, stuffed monster. I have a message for you, sir. I'm sure you do. And they exploded. I think he's trying to melee the things. You know what? Whatever. You have infinite health, I guess. I really kind of hoped there'd be something interesting in there. A reward for my travails. Man. I said something over there. I want it. Oh, is that just a feather? Message of lava. Please help! I'm trapped on an island. A very small island! If you please read this, tell... Oh no, I'm running out of ink! Bobby. Well, I can't tell them. Sorry. Cap. Feather. Here lies Hannah New Moon. Brave Hannah was too young when she met the Maker. She will live on in her heart. Excuse me? That statue be moving. Let's not mess with that. Fish bones, torch. Desk. Arrows, a bookshelf. No trim, Mage Bane too. Was all. Bikes too. The Forge. Bikes, Mage Bane. Old board games. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, there's so much reading in this. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, I lost Mother's diamond. I tried to use it as fish bait, but the line broke and a huge red fish swallowed it. Who uses a diamond as fish bait, you idiot? Tried so hard to catch it. I even asked that pirate snatcher Blotch about it. I think the fish is gone to sea, and I'm going to find it. I promise to get the diamond back before I come home. Please forgive me. I know you think I'm too young to have a boyfriend, but please tell word where I've gone, and I'll be back as soon as I can. I don't think I could bear to tell him myself, and even if I could, I can't see him today because he's grounded. Love, your daughter, Sharia. Well, I'm going to loot your house, ma'am, so you're a statue. You don't care. Oh, neat. Does use, like, does that make it, or does that... Because I don't want to waste... I see a blue thing. Hello. Will you move? You goober, get out of my way. I am trying to get out of a house. Block my path. Keeps telling me to find butterflies. I'm busy looking for... Ooh, a cook's hat. And a red hat and a straw... Why are there hats? This was a man of many hats. I'm gonna wear a straw hat. I'm gonna drop things. Oh dear, my inventory's gonna be full of hats. Can I? How does drop? Drop. Kind of an important thing you need to tell your players how to drop things. Oh great, there's the alchemy lab. Well, he opened the door for me and then I walked away. How rude of me. Alas, I am looking for a farmer. Ah, this looks like a farm. I see a fence. Yeah, we've already read that. Hey, Mr. Plotho, can I have whatever's in your desk? Thank you. How kind of you, sir. Night wolves. Strange accident with his new hoe. Petrified tit. I found the hoe of doom. The hoe of doom! I probably want to, like, start putting strength up at some juncture. I have... Oh! That must be what I clicked on the ground was a goldfish. Sure, goldfish scout number 2. I got the hoe of doom. Damage 4. Damage 3. I want to use that. The Groat Blooch. Found a particularly large Groat Blooch. Were it not petrified, you'd be knee-deep between its fangs right now. Hello, Mr. Groat Blooch. The lizard doesn't move a muscle. Either the lizard is fooling you cleverly, or it really is petrified. Success! The hoe of doom is so sharp it cuts through the stone like a knife through butter. And if the lizard is someday unpetrified, it'll just grow it back. Some of these quests are kind of nice in that they have the thing you need to solve the quest right next to the quest. Why is the spiky alive? Okay, pathfinding, you leave something to be desired. Oh, well that's nice. I like that. I can switch between weapon types. Also spiky. Oh, that's right. I can reflect a certain amount of projectiles. Poor Nightwolf is petrified. This one was my favorite. This poor Nightwolf is petrified. They were twins. Ah, well. They'll be fine someday. Maybe. Hopefully. Feather. Death cat. Finding lots of spider webs for... Oh, hot. I guess there is spiders. Is there any point in me finding and beating up spider webs? Because the spiders appear to all have names, and that makes me think there's something unique about them. It makes me wonder if I can get in this spider web. I don't know. I wonder if that's something peculiar to the game that I will find later. What is this? That's my inventory. Okay, so that's the... Well, hello. Okay. I don't even know what to make of that. Somewhere... The old alchemy shop, you should have seen the explosion. You know... You worry me, child. The moon whale bone. What? What? This bone comes from the rare moon whales, especially heavy and sturdy and very suitable for use as a club. Grief, what happened to Moon Island? This used to be our best fishing spot. Feather and a spider web. Hi-ish. You're dead now. How dare you mess with me? Well, that was a pointless endeavor. There's a slot shaped like a golden one. Oh. Where's the golden butterfly then? Can I just click and drag people around? Sarah's letter, vanity. I've enclosed the 2 butterflies. So where is the other one? Strange grandmother woman, where have you hidden it? The water's not very deep. Why can't I just wade through it? I'm perplexed by this other butterfly. Maybe he's got it in the alchemy lab. That would be a smart. Hello, gargoyle person. As you look closer, you notice this isn't a petrified human. It's a real magical gargoyle. It must have been installed recently, since you haven't seen it before. Welcome to the alchemy shop, sir. There's a spider in the alchemy shop. I take offense to your presence here, spider, for you bit me first. Dead fish is lurching around on the floor. It squints at you for a while with his empty eyes, then resumes dragging and lurching. Should I be worried by that? Why is that dead fish scooching around? What's the father's pet Degouche. She's got a very angry look on her petrified face. It's bookshelf. Can you let me... Oh. Never mind. I thought it was actually stuff. Winston's journal. Okay. Research journal by Winston the Alchemist. A stone known as the Gem of Avadio. Grandfather Martin gave this gem to me. He claimed it had been handed down in our family for generations, with instructions to never let it leave the family and to keep it secret. It's unknown where it originally came from, or even why it should be kept secret. It's not of any valuable gemstone material, that much is known. The gem emits a faint B radiation, which certainly merits an explanation. Robert has sent me the equipment I need, and have started with the first batch of acids. The gem is not soluble in any acid known to me. I did receive a bad acid burn, but it's already starting to heal. The stone is impervious to all forms of heat, cold, and acid. It could simply be a black rock shard, but its color is unusual for black rock. By his father's requests, I have given my assistant Word a short holiday. The daft old innkeeper told me Word should spend more time outdoors chasing girls and less time with my alchemical fumes. It's better this way. This could be dangerous. I saw the strangest thing today. The bottle of acidic slime started rocking violently and fell to the floor. I went to fetch my acid-proof broom and dustpan, and when I came back, the slime had vanished. Word claims he was nowhere near the alchemy shop that day. Did the acid just ooze out the door by itself? The lead dust from my experiments has turned into gold. You can believe my astonishment when late in the afternoon the wife found a cloud of gold dust floating around the house. My long ambition of turning lead to gold has come true, but it no longer feels important. What is mere gold compared to a life? Are we not worth our weight in gold? I decided to keep the gold for further experiments. Oh, it's making things come to life is what he means. I have a terrible headache, but I'm onto something. The old scrolls confirm my suspicion this might be one of the gems of life from the cursed pendant. But if that's true, how did the gem come to our family? Success, the stone has brought life back to an ant that I squashed. It only lived for about a minute afterwards and tried to bite me all the while. Even so, it's incredible. If this works, nobody ever needs to die again. That means nobody ever needs to reproduce again, because if you have an immortal race that is also reproducing in a limited amount of space, you have a problem. The gem hasn't helped my headache at all, though. I'm beginning to suspect the gem is incomplete. It doesn't really give full life to the test subjects I've used it on, only sort of half-life. There must be some way to remove the curse from the gems, but I need the complete pendant. This gem is from the real cursed pendant of resurrection. Will the original owner come looking for it? Old Plotho had a terrible accident with the hoe, and we tried to give life back to the hand and reattach it. Strangely, the hand received a life of its own and is now jumping around the house trying to help me with my experiments. I've named it Mitten. My headaches are preventing me from thinking clearly, but I'm glad to have a servant now to help me with my work. Things have gone terribly wrong. Hannah's dead. I must put a stop to this. If I could only complete the pendant, I could save her, but only if it's purified of its evil taint. Hi, Mr. Oozum. You shouldn't be here. Hello, small Oozums. You shouldn't be here. Where did Word get? There he is. Thought I lost him. Flower, 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 health potion. The bottomless quiver. I want. I like the sound of that. Hi, dead fish. Top-down perspective kind of gives me a Bit of help in finding secret stuff. Here's your father's letter for you. I hope there's something useful that might help us save my dad and your parents, and I almost forgot the other villagers. Can I have the liquids? Red, green, and blue. My father has a strange theory. These are the basic components that make up Driftmoon. Red, green, and blue, because, you know, pixels. Lab equipment. Cloud of gold dust floating inside the cauldron. It's a gold dust your father made. I don't think he even knows how he did it. He suspects the gem had something to do with it. Hey, want to try something cool? Winston wasn't really interested in this stuff, so he left it to me. Word sticks his hand in the cauldron, the dust flows up, completely covers him. Pretty neat, huh? I was planning on using it as a layer of protective underwear. Or to impress my girlfriend. As Word shakes his hand, the dust flows back into the cauldron. Probably take the dust with you if you wanted. You grab a fistful of it, and the rest of it trails along. Some magical bond seems to be binding the range together. You now have the gold dust skill. You can use it to gain an armor bonus in combat. Huh. Does not chafe. That's useful. Autumnless quiver. Wear. Show. Give. Wear. Uses 2 mana points per arrow. It's not actually bottomless, otherwise all the millions of arrows it contains would fall out. Okay, lots of lab equipment, nothing useful. Oh, it's a letter. I'm writing this letter in case something happens to me before you get here. I finally found the truth about grandfather's gem. I had to give the gem to Robert for safekeeping, as I don't want it near me anymore. Terrible things have happened. I have sent Robert to a place called Eldar's Tomb, 2 moonions south of Dagmar. Is that a moon-sized onion? If I'm not here, you must go there alone and find your brother. Be careful, son. There's evil at work here. Stay safe. Your father will. Yay, I gotta level up. I'm just gonna add to that. Potion, shield bash, archery. I want to know what all of these do. I'm gonna go with shield bash because that sounds useful. Tomb area, Elder's Tomb. Okay. I'm gonna put that over there. I really want to find the butterfly. It's a butterfly. I should also look behind the building. Mother's great dream has been to design a spectacular rock garden here in her backyard. What's with these people and their crazy garden obsessions? What do you know? A pearl, and a mushroom, and a feather. Hi, Wolfum. Okay. Bear off, human, or you'll find you won't be needing as many shoes from now on. Suddenly you spot a little wolf pup behind her. Or rather, a very lifelike statue of a wolf pup. Calm down. What are you doing here in Northrop? I thought the only... Wait, who turned your pup into stone? That's a good question. You want to help me? Are you just trying to fool me into trusting you? The wolf's no longer snarling at you, but she's obviously very suspicious. Come on, I haven't done anything to you. I just got here. Came in the same way as those green men. Why should I be any different from them? So you saw the green men? Tell me everything. I want to put them to justice, find out how to help the petrified creatures. So be it, human. I'll tell you what I remember. The wolf tilts her head and starts describing the events. We'd just seen a series of strange flashes all around the village when a woman rushed out of the gate, running as fast as someone whose tail is on fire. Then I caught a glimpse of the green men and told Jazz to hide, but she didn't. She just jumped out of the bush and ran towards them, her little tail wagging. My sweet little pup. The woman running out of the gate must have been my mother. What happened then? Yes, she smelled like you. Now, where was I? Right before I had time to run after Jazz or even shout at her, there was a bright flash, brighter than anything I'd seen before. I was completely blinded by it. I couldn't run to Jazz. I couldn't see a thing, but I should have saved her, my little one. The mother wolf looks thoroughly guilt-ridden. As I crawled out of the bush towards Jazz, I heard the footsteps of those lizards fade away. I didn't find her, only a rock where she'd been. It was only after my eyesight returned I realized the rock was my pup, turned to cold stone. They did this to her. They must be punished. Maybe you could join me. I'm gonna have an entourage by the end of this, aren't I? How could I follow you? I must stay here and watch over my child. Besides, I'm no common to goo. I couldn't bear to be enslaved by anyone. It was worth a shot. If you're gonna stay here anyway, could you watch over the other statues as well? I'll do that. I'll stand watch here at the village guard, Jazz, and keep an eye on the other statues. But please promise me you'll do everything you can to help my pup and the others. I'll do better to get salt. Do my best to get to the bottom of this mystery. Don't worry, Wolfie. I think there's hope for everyone. Goodbye now. Thank you, and you may call me Belinda. I will stand guard here. Can I have the... Oh, it's all out. Makes me nervous the way she's running around. I guess that's the sound of the waves. I keep hearing a thud. I need a butterfly. For that is a hat. A hat doesn't help me. What about this one? Big on, foul, whatever you... Yes, I know it's a ghost. But there's stuff that I can look under. Okay, nothing useful in there. I looked in there. Oh, they regrow. Oh, that's neat. Yes, I looked through that building. Oh, I need to deliver that tail. Yeah, I probably should do that. Let's do that and then we'll pause. We can't get rid of that. It's always trying to focus blow things. Yo, Glowy Shoe McRobertson, where you at? Yo. Don't run from me, you goober. Here's the tail of Groat Blutch. That's a real... It doesn't roll off the tongues. It's a weird name. It's interesting. It's just... Anyway. Oh, wait. Hear me out, please. This is important. I'm quite positive you were originally a human being, more accurately a king's jester, and then were somehow transformed into a monster. Silence! The dark figure shouts, echoing like thunder. I'm growing hungrier by the minute. Now bring me the lizard tail or prepare to be eaten yourself. So I'm going to save real quick, because I probably ought to do that. Yeah, here's the tail. This will do. There's a terrible crunching sound as the creature devours the petrified lizard tail. Green drool dribbles down his cheek. Crispier than I expected. He looks up, suddenly remembering you're there. What were you doing, still standing there? Go before I change my mind about not eating you. Now that your stomach's full, I really would like to talk about your past. What? Why aren't you running, you sorry creature? Are you not afraid of me? I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't afraid of you. There's something I must talk to you about. Fine, just don't turn your back on me and expect to live. The corners of the mouth twitch to an almost smile-like position. He seems to take immense pleasure in frightening you. You certainly are good at scaring all sorts of creatures, but I heard you were once really talented at making them laugh as well. What do you mean, you insignificant little thing? My mother used to tell us you were a jester at the court of an ancient king before you were transformed into the Bogeyman. What on Driftmoon makes you think there's even a slice of truth in that crazy rumor? The monster bares his teeth again. He looks completely stunned and appalled by the story you presented. Now let me ask you a question. Do you have any memories of your own childhood or your early years? Maybe you can prove the story about your past wrong. I was never a weak little child. I am the Bogeyman. I have always been the powerful monster I am, turning your dreams into nightmares and your days into horror. I was never an innocent. The innocent are my prey. His eyes are glowing with a frantic glimmer, and he has lifted his hairy arms up threateningly as if to underline his words. He has a hat on here, but no hat on here. What do you remember then from the time you were younger? I remember the days when this village was built, and times long before that. I even remember the death of Drakeen the king. Do you remember an ancient king named Ixel? He was supposedly king before the rule of Drakeen. Who? There's been so much king. If there had been, I would have heard his name. He looks at you questioningly. What is the sense of all this? I do not need to follow every whim of your endless curiosity. As a child, I always thought you looked like, a bit like the scariest clown I'd ever seen. This monster looks at his large hands and quickly touches his red nose. Then he seems to shake off a distant thought and starts laughing. You're a funny little thing, you. I don't remember when I've had a good laugh over anything. A pitiful little jester. What a crazy thought. Sounds like the laugh of a crazy man or a disturbed monster. I mean, all three of these could be interesting things to say. I don't find jesters one bit pitiful. Making a king laugh probably requires a lot of skill, because the man in his position has already seen all the fancy tricks one can think of. You think so? Well, I suppose it could be harder than it sounds. I might give your legend some more thought, if you had any proof whatsoever, but since it seems you don't, there's no use continuing this mad speculation. Leave and leave me be. As a matter of... Ooh, here we go. Big Book of Monsters. As a matter of fact, there's a book that mentions your mysterious past. You catch a surprised look in the narrow, grim eyes of the creature. The grotesque figure stoops over the small book and studies its pages with intense concentration, mumbling something incomprehensible. Blast this lack of light. What? This can't. But he couldn't. That means... Then he pauses, sizing you up as if to judge your character. He raises his voice again. Now I understand. You must be forcing false memories on me, using some dark magic. What would I stand to gain from that? As a child, you must have been frightened half to death every time you caught a glimpse of me. Maybe you want to get even by fooling me now. I'm sorry, Bogeyman. I'm sure I could come up with some other plan if I wanted to make a fool of you. But how can I trust someone with this significant... How can I trust you with something that's significant, you little human? I suppose there's no way I can prove my theory to you. I'm not even sure if the story in the book is true. But it is the same that's been passed on in my family, and if I were you, I would want to find out. But if I was not born a monster, why would someone ever want to change me into? You don't have to choose what to believe right now. Why don't you take a holiday and travel Driftmoon? You can learn a lot about your past during your travels. This is such a weird conversation. Monster's creature is deep in thought. He looks down at his hairy hands as if to judge the true nature of his existence and shakes with disgust. Fine, you stubborn human. I will leave this eerie cave of mine and travel far away. I will find out the truth. His scary frown now gone, he is starting to look more and more like a sad and faded old jester. One thing before I go. I don't think I'll need my light boots anymore. I've grown so accustomed to the darkness. Would you like to have them? They're quite useful traveling through dark caverns, and you seem to be in the habit. Yay, boots! I got boots! Light boots, originally creation of Ernesto, the Pathfinder, renowned for his ability to find his way back out of labyrinths. During his travels, he was forced to give the boots to the Bogeyman. He was lost on his next journey, presumably unable to navigate his way out of a large room. Yay! I have glowy boots, I have glowy boots. I like it. I now leave footprints everywhere, all the time. I wonder, like, I'm sure at some point they start to despawn. Is it based on a maximum number of footprints or a time? Ah, well, either way... I can take off that torch and go back outside. We're just gonna randomly stumble across him later and find out he, like, went to college or something. I don't know. Well, this stuff has grown back. I'm gonna try to use that blueprint real quick. Makes you run twice as fast for 10 seconds. Forbidden in athletic competitions. That's funny. Oh, a feather. Well, how did I miss that? Another silver feather. The text lingers on screen a little longer than I'd like. Why are they called evil berries? You know, that's a very good question. Somebody doesn't like them, apparently. Okay. Well. Oh, neat. Oh, I can actually travel. Oh, neat. Wait. Well, that's neat. So that's a spot I haven't done. I'm gonna run there real quick. I know this episode's dragging on a little long. Sorry. There's so many things that want to be done. Oh, whoa, 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 what is... What? There's a goldfish in here. What does it look like? Aha! I see you. Strength +1. Well, that's nifty. I hope it was worth the 2 skill points I used to be able to do that, but... Aha, a feather. Where are you hiding that other butterfly? Hey, you can move people. Neat. Well, I think I just broke the game. Or I just went out a window. Can I do that again? Ah, you can. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to do this, though. Ah. Well, that was amusing while it lasted. Anyway, like I said, really need to pause here, so I'm gonna pause. I say that really repetitively, sorry. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.